you are not here to live a life that is defined by the expectations of others. And you are not here to live a life playing small. And that can look like so many different things to so many different people. Your version of living a big life might not be someone else's version of living a big life, but what matters is that it is true to you. It is true to what lights you up. It is true to your embodied experience of pleasure and joy and bliss and play, because we truly are here to have fun. We're not here to have this hard, challenging human experience or to suffer. And what I'm hearing is that has been a big part of your experience. You know, there have definitely been challenges. There have been some moments where it was rock bottom, where it actually felt like something that you didn't know if you were going to be able to come back from. And you didn't know how long that was going to last. You didn't know, oh my God, like how much further you could go into those depths, because it hurt. And at times it felt really, really alone. But the message that is wanting to come through for you right now, first of all, is that you are so insanely strong and powerful. Remind yourself of that every single day, like what you have been through, what you have experienced, and what you have transformed within yourself by holding yourself through those moments. Even when it didn't feel like it, you did. You held yourself in those moments. You never abandoned yourself, as close as it may have felt. You didn't, because you're here. And if you had fully abandoned yourself, you would not be watching this video. So first, taking a moment of presence and a moment of gratitude for standing with yourself, for holding your heart, for holding space for all of the pain and all of the challenge, but also all of the love and all of the beauty that has been birthed from that and that will continue to be birthed from that. Also, knowing that you are never alone. It is impossible. And in those moments when you feel alone, come back to that remembrance. Come back to that reminder that someone out there, that many people out there are going through it with you, and that doesn't lessen the hurt, and it shouldn't. It doesn't need to. But the remembrance that we are all in this together. There is never an aloneness in this life, because we are all so deeply connected. Everything is interwoven into this beautiful web of reality. And when you feel alone, it is because you are disconnected from that truth. And oftentimes being disconnected from the truth of who we are, the truth that we are this infinite, unconditionally loving being, that we are sisters and brothers with every person on this planet, with every animal and plant. Oftentimes when we are disconnected from that truth, it is actually not because we are disconnected from spirituality. And it's really easy to get caught up in that belief that when we're feeling disconnected, that we need to connect with something outside of ourselves, like God, source, creator. And yes, that is an important connection to have. It is a crucial connection to have. It is a connection with what we have come from and what we will return to. And also a connection that so often we ignore is the one with our own body, a connection with this physical vessel that we are in this human experience. It's so easy to want to disconnect from this physical body, because when we live in this body, we experience the pain and the suffering. But it is also in living in this physical body that we experience the pleasure and the bliss and the joy and the laughter and the connection that we could not experience in the same way without these temples, these physical bodies that allow us to do so much and experience this world. Having our human bodies is such a gift in this experience, and so often I have really looked outside of myself, have disconnected from my body in search of something greater and in search of something, outside of me, out in the cosmos. But it's all connected, and your body is a portal. Your body is a portal to greater expansion, to greater connection. And so in these moments, when you are feeling afraid, when you are feeling alone, when you are feeling disconnected or anxious or lonely, come back to your body. Hold yourself physically. Give yourself a hug, squeeze different parts of your body, regulating your nervous system through self-touch and holding yourself and moving your body. Embodiment exercises, somatic exercises, the more that we can get into the body, the more that we can tap into the truth of who we are, which is love. And it is in this human vessel that we birth miracles. The human body is what births life. The womb space, birthing life into this world, there's so much power in this body, and there's so much to love and respect and treasure that often we disconnect from. It's so easy also in this world to judge our bodies and to feel that we're not good enough, and there's something about our bodies that is wrong or too big or too small or whatever it is, too dark or too light or too wrinkly or too something or not enough of something, when the fact that this body exists is a miracle in and of itself, because it means that you are alive and your body is carrying you through this life, and it's not asking for anything in return, anything. Just like Mother Nature, Mother Nature provides so much and doesn't ask for anything in exchange. And so really we have an opportunity to express love and gratitude and nurturance and appreciation to these bodies. And with that exchange of energy and that exchange of love, our bodies will give back. It truly is an exchange. And everything, even things that we don't think of as having a consciousness, have a consciousness. Your body has its own consciousness, separate from your mind. And it wants to be loved, it wants to be treasured, it wants to be in union with you, just as we all want to come back into union. That's really why we're here, is to remember that we are all one, that all of this is connected, and that it is from a space of honoring your body that you will be more grounded into this human experience. And in being more grounded and anchored, you can actually connect even deeper to Source, to Creator, to all that is. It is in the awareness of how profoundly beautiful your human body is that you tap more deeply into your own power. So if there is something about your body that you are resisting, maybe it's physical pain, if there's something you don't love about your body, if there's a place on your body that you really struggle with, I invite you to just sit with that pain, sit with that part of your body, maybe place your hands on that area and just send love and gratitude. And of course, it can feel really, really challenging to send gratitude to pain, but even just being present with that pain and not asking it to be any different than what it is, not having resistance, and just breathing into that space, allowing it to open and expand, because it is through expansion that it will be able to be released. Through expansion rather than contraction. In contraction, it's like it freezes into itself, whereas with expansion, it is able to kind of almost become like this beautiful mist that just floats away. Also asking what your pain is trying to tell you. That can be a really beautiful opportunity to tune into yourself and tune into that part of your body or parts of your body and asking what message that pain has for you. To give you an example, I have always been someone who struggles with my lower belly and feeling a lack of love for like my little belly pooch. And so more recently, I've just found myself like placing my hands on that part of my body and sending it so much love for all that it is capable of. Like, my God, that is the part of my body that will allow me to have children one day. And it is protecting my organs and keeping me safe and allowing me to be nourished. And that part of the body being the sacral chakra, you know, really just stores so much emotion when it comes to our creativity and our sexuality, and there's so much to be grateful for in that space, so much to be loved and valued and honored and respected. And there's a lot of emotion that's stored in that space as well, for everyone, not just for women, for everyone. So really, really deeply honoring that space by placing hands, by sending love. So the point of this message just being that your body is not separate from you. Your body is not something to be ignored, something to be at war against. I think so many of us are at war against our bodies. Like we feel like it's the enemy in some way, something separate from us, rather than the incredible gift that it is. So allowing yourself to connect more deeply with your body. And maybe that means just taking time throughout the day to tune into your body and tune into what you feel without judgment. Maybe it means to touch your body in whatever way feels good, or to dance, or to be more conscious even just as you move through the world, as you walk. Perhaps it means to have a self-pleasure practice that feels really nourishing and beautiful for you. If you would like a separate video on that, if that's something that feels confronting or challenging, definitely let me know in the comments and we can dive into that more deeply. But that can be really, really nourishing and healing when done with intention and compassion and awareness. And also honoring your body, honoring your body's boundaries. Your body's sacred, yes. Your body's sacred, no. And that can be different depending on the day. You know, it's not that you have a yes and a no for one specific person, and that is just always what it is. You get to have fluctuating, fluid boundaries because you are a fluid, beautiful human being who gets to change your mind. So your body will change its mind as well. And you know, it's like you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You just get your yes and you get your no, and you get to express that, and that is your truth. So honoring your body's boundaries is so huge. Nourishing your body with lots of nourishing foods and so much, you know, pure, beautiful water, staying hydrated, being aware of what you put on your body and different things like that. Yeah, more than anything, how can you connect more deeply to your body? That's really the message here today. Just feeling so strongly that right here in this moment, you need to hear this message. And that is that your body is truly a portal that will allow you to connect more deeply to God, to Source, to Creator, to this infinite energy that is within you. It is truly the seat, the space, the holder of so much power and potential. And recognizing in this moment that this message was a little bit all over the place, just allowing it to really be expressed and to flow. Yeah, your body is a gift. Your body is your temple. Love it, cherish it like a child. As you would treat a loved one, that is how you want to really treat yourself and your physical body. And maybe if you feel it, you could give yourself a little hug right here in this moment and see how that feels for you. So I think that's it for this message today, and I am grateful for you. I'm sending you so much love. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.